What's up, guys? This your boy, Mr. I-240 Wrestling. I'm back with another episode of the I-240 Wrestling Podcast. Hey, if you're new to the page, you want some good content, this is the page right here. Comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and shoot, if you like this fire content, this the page for it, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get straight into it. First topic I want to talk about is EC3 versus Velveteen Dream. Um, I feel like it's a crazy situation, especially, with EC3 to say with these alleged that Velveteen Dream had put a camera in the bathroom to see other men's genitals. And the reason I say this kind of crazy because it's kind of easy for folks to believe that he did that because he played like a over sexualized, whatever you want to call it, gimmick he played in NXT. I won't be surprised if fans thought he was on the other side, because sometimes his character was like on that gold dust tip, you know. And I'm not saying that man is. It's clearly that he ain't, but it can be kind of easy for folks to gravitate towards that and believe that story. Um, and I felt bad for the Velveteen Dream because he had to deal with the children allegation, the children allegation, and then he just got busted with drugs and stuff like that. So I know it's kind of hard for that man to deal with under all that pressure that he got to deal with, and then for this to come out that he did that, is only so much that a man can take. So he ain't had no choice but to shoot back at EC3 with it, especially, he admitted that they all partied, did drugs together and stuff like that, and he put his business out on Front Street, and he also brought up a friend that still worked for them. He partied with them too, and they did the little drugs a little bit. From what a comment I seen on the wrestling page when it first came out, they said he was talking about Damian Priest. I don't know who the friend is. Don't nobody know. They were just somebody typed in the comments. I just feel like it's a rough break, for two former friends or associates or whatever that partied together and hung out together. It's kind of hard. I feel like it's a bunch of he say, she say. Of course, EC3 had to respond back and plead his case. And it seemed like they just let it go. They both gentlemen said what they had to say and just got it out the way, But I know it's kind of hard for Velveteen Dream to probably get like a real big booking gig, especially with the child allegations. Even with this, I mean, he probably could have overcame this, but I don't think he will never overcome the allegations with the children or the alleged voicemail with his voice on it, because I'm pretty sure he wanted to come back to WWE and do big things, but right now it'd be a hard time for him to do that because it just hiring him right now would be a bad time, and just to do those things and stuff like that. So it's just like it's kind of hard to overcome. So it's just like I know he probably feel bad with his careers on hold or on shambles and stuff like that. So it's just like right now, I feel bad for Velveteen. That allegedly, especially with the drug abuse, it probably explained why his second time around was kind of different. Well, I think one time he might have come back from an injury or something. It didn't feel like Velveteen Dream. He was in pointless matches, and then he would change his look, looking crazy with blonde gold hair and stuff like that. And I just hate to see a promising young, talented young man, a brother, who could have had a great career, not have a chance to have a legendary career. Because he was on his way. He was over. The fans loved him. They really cared about him. And he wanted, he could have been the next big star if they would have booked him right. Well, especially with Triple H booking the brand, he definitely would have been booked right. Now, for his Vince, I don't know. But let's just keep our prayers up for Velveteen Dream. Keep our prayers up for Velveteen Dream and just go from there. Another subject I want to get to. This man right here is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't care what nobody say. R-Truth, coming from Mr. I-240 Wrestling, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, you got to think about it. He might not got the championship accolades or whatever. But if you talking about like far as like fan favorite, keeping the crowd engaged from being a heel or a face, R-Truth is one of the greatest, most engaged superstars you will ever have in this industry. Little Jimmy, Truth and Consequences, stuff with John Cena and The Rock, him and John Morrison. I mean, this man know how to keep a crowd engaged. And he ain't even won the belt that many times. Because he's very entertaining. And a lot of people forget that R-Truth is a great wrestler. He's a great wrestler. He's a great professional wrestler. He's a great talent. And he puts a lot on it and stuff like that. And he put his all on the line on the ring. I just think, for me, I think he should have been world champion or whatever. I think he should have beat John Cena in 2011. Because they actually had great promos, great build-up. The match itself was kind of good, except that finishing with the water, which was pointless, which I didn't understand at all. And I just feel like he never had that big push since, or had the chance to pick up the accolades that he deserved. I mean, I ain't saying it's too late for him to be a world champion, but I don't think at this point, whatever, I think he 50, just turned 50, 51 years old, or whatever. I think he's just having fun with his career at this point, you know, and I think he's comfortable with where he is. But I just know that man is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hands down. You can argue with your mama about that. If you feel like R-Truth ain't the first ballot Hall of Famer, I don't know what to tell you. I don't get it. I don't understand. Because that man then kept crowds engaged in this for over years. Then you got to think about it, take it back to his TNA run when he beat Shamrock, AJ. He was so over. He was the vocal point of that company for a few years of success, especially the first year, because they was trying to look for new stars to even just compete. Not even compete Vince, but just give new guys opportunities, which we saw. AJ Styles, I think low key, Sonny Siaki, not Sonny Siaki, Sonny, is it Sonny? Oh no, I forgot the dude's name. But we saw the return of Jerry Lynn. The Wall was doing good before he passed. Of course, you saw James Mitchell, Abyss. You know, he's the vocal point of TNA being what it is today. I mean, everybody get, you know, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. But a lot of guys forget that R-Truth was the foundation of their company. With D-Lo, too. You know what I'm saying? They wrestled Raven. So let's not forget about them, too. You know what I'm saying? They the vocal point of why the company is at where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's not forget that. So shout out to R-Truth. I know when he retired, he's automatically going to the Hall of Fame. Off the top. Argue with your mama. First ballot. Remember I said that. Here first. Mr. I-240. You dig. I'm just playing, y'all. But on a serious note, another topic I want to talk about is Logan Paul. This guy. Now, a lot of fans is mad that he's getting a title shot already. Well, you gotta understand the wrestling business. In certain cities or certain countries, especially a country like Saudi Arabia, and from what the rumor was, Saudi Arabia said they wanted more star power. Now, that don't mean AJ, Tommaso, or none of these guys don't got star power. But you talking about like an international marketing brand, it don't get no better than Logan Paul. Am I a fan of him getting the title shot? No. But do I understand business wise? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, everybody act like Logan is Snooki when Snooki wrestled at WrestleMania. Logan is actually talented. He can actually wrestle. And Logan is a natural athlete. And I feel like Logan is getting the Randy Orton treatment, especially from the boys in the back. Because I feel like he's getting the Randy Orton treatment from the guys in the back because he's a naturally talented guy and he's a naturally remarkable guy. And you know, he ain't had to put in much work to get the spot that he at now. Which guys that probably been in the business for 20, 15, 17 years doing what they need to do and stuff like that, you know. So I feel like it's gonna be a good match. I hope it don't be no squash match. It could be, you know, but maybe they'll write some little story, a perfect story from like some Rocky type stuff where he learned his lesson from his match with Roman, and then he built back up. I think this pay-per-view, I think this match gonna draw a lot of tickets. It's gonna definitely be better than Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar. Trash. So it's just like I feel like Logan gonna win the championship belt one day, but he's not gonna beat the number one ranked wrestler in the world. He's the one, baby. So with that being said, excuse me. And also, Jake the Snake, don't worry about it. It's not finna happen. Calm down, you know, because y'all know if y'all read the comments. Jake the Snake said it'd be a tragedy if, excuse me, if Logan Paul beat Roman Reigns for the heavyweight title. Jake, calm down. It's not gonna happen. Like, just, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like scratch. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. I had to lose my manners. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all didn't know that. But it's not gonna happen. So just calm down. But I think it's gonna be a good match and it's gonna live up to the hype. And Logan, we're gonna see what Logan can do after that title defense and who's he gonna face next. You know, because it don't get no bigger than Roman Reigns from that point. I mean, unless, you know, if you want to be a real wrestler, face Tommaso or AJ or fight Judgment Day. You know, but that's a whole nother episode, especially that Finn Balor episode coming up. So we'll see. Another thing I want to talk about. Woo! My boy brought the smoke. Malachi Black. Woo! I didn't know he had him. I thought he was a cool, quiet little dude. But I didn't know he had that passion in it, you know what I'm saying? But I can understand why, you know, especially fans feel like he finna leave and he getting death threats and stuff like that. So what? At the end of the day, it's a business. So what? If the rumor's true that he feel like he wasn't getting booked right, I leave too. You know what I'm saying? I leave too. Why would I want to stay at the company and I ain't turned out what I want it to be? You know? Why would I? You know, there's the rumors. But, you know, folks sending him death threats and stuff like that. Look, I love wrestling more than the next man. But let's keep it real. These wrestlers do not pay our bills. Hell, these celebrities don't fucking pay our bills. Let's stop worshiping the ground that they walk on. That's the problem with the world. Not even just wrestling. But let's put in perspective. The world. When we worship people, the ground that we walk on and stuff like this. Stop putting all your faith into a person who's a regular person just like you. They just got more money. You know what I'm saying? That man got feelings too. You got to remember, we live in a crazy world of wickedness and stuff like that. Money don't bring you happiness unless you're willing to sell your soul to the devil. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. But with that being said, it's just like, you know, I heard the passion in his voice. I know he was looking like, man, you got to be kidding me. I'm getting death threats? And then, like the man said, he don't care about this AEW, WWE. Like, I feel like this rivalry done got so far. It's gone too far. But I mostly blame it on Tony Khan and some of these guys that sending shots to WWE every 25 seconds. It's like, look, man, we get it. Vince fucked y'all over. Or we get it. It's not a good show, whatever. But it's like, y'all send shots every fucking week. Let's fucking focus on the fucking product. And I'm pretty sure that's what Aleister Black is just saying. Not Aleister Black, Malachi Black saying it in many words. Like, I'm just here to focus on the product. I'm not focused on Triple H. I'm not focused on Vince. I'm not focused on what they doing. I'm focused on this company right here and what I'm doing now. But when you just got regular stands and fans and stuff like that, it's like, come on, bro. Like, let's focus on the business. And this is a prime example. Like, how you gonna threaten that man because he need a mental break? Okay, let's just say he was there, he still fucked up the head, and he gave you lackluster performances. Then what? You will still be complaining. Like, y'all need to chill out, bruh. Like, I've been doing this wrestling page on Instagram, almost 1,000 followers. Get me up there. Let's get this page to 1,000 subscribers too. But anyway, y'all gotta chill out, bro. It's not this serious. It's not that deep. These people got feelings more than the next man. If money brought happiness, hell, people won't be killing themselves. Or people won't be coming up with conspiracy theories and stuff like that. If money brought happiness. Money is temporary. Like, he's in the business because he love it. And I'm pretty sure it was hard for him to walk away. I'm pretty sure it was hard for Murphy to walk away. But sometimes you need a mental break to reload and refocus. And that's okay. Hell, that's like me getting mad when The Rock walked out of WWE in 2004 when I was 16. Mama, kill Rock. Hey man, some folks worked hard and earned a spot. Y'all gotta remember, it's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He was on the road for 12 years. And this Bret Hart. Ooh, excuse me. He was on the road for 12 years straight. Don't y'all think some folks deserve a break? Especially if they putting in the time, the work, the writing, the skills into the craft. You gotta think about that. Like, y'all gotta respect these folks for what they do. Cause they entertain us when they really don't have to. That, like, just think about that. For real. Another thing I want to talk about, this storyline right here. This got to be the best storyline in professional wrestling right now between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. And I think, and I like the direction it's going, where it's slowly building the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Because you can tell the jealousy, the envy, the back and forth, the trust, the suspense between the two, and they're clicking, and the chemistry is just great. Hell, you can tell the chemistry is so good. I think one of the episodes SmackDown recently, like a couple weeks ago, that he almost got the Usos to break character. Sami Zayn just entertaining. All he did was grow his hair out. Because the Sami Zayn with the haircut, he was alright, but he wasn't entertaining. But the Sami Zayn with the beard, the long hair, is very entertaining, charismatic. And then you got the Usos, who always very underrated, entertaining on the mic, especially Jey. You know, especially Jey has gotten better since the pandemic. So, you know, with the chemistry between those guys, and I think me and my friend talked about this. I think I told my friend a while back during the pandemic. I feel like the pandemic was, besides the benefit for the WWE superstars, was for some folks to get their act together or get their act better and craft better. And you can tell by some of the promos, not with just Jey, but just the whole crew that was there during the pandemic. A lot of folks' skills have gotten better or even greater, or some folks are finding reinvention to their craft and skills. So, Sami Zayn, man, I can't wait till the Usos faces KO and Sami Zayn, because the jealousy, the back and forth, the comedy, the relief, the drama, especially involving Solo. Shit, you would think Solo Sammy brother. You know what I'm saying? They arguing over him during the SmackDown Fallout interview. He just looking bald and stuff like that. So I just like that dialogue and I like that build up, you know. So I'm digging it. Thumbs up, Triple H. Real talk. Oh, excuse me. Um, the last subject I want to talk about. I don't know if y'all heard what Chris Jericho said, and I hate to say it, he kind of point where he's one of the main reasons, or the main reasons, AEW is successful. Cause this is a man that put the company on his back. You know, along with Cody, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, and stuff like that. But he was the vinyl, though he was the first signee of that company. And look at Jericho now. He just been Jericho is one of the greatest superstars. Jericho should at least be top 20 or top 10 wrestlers ever because he reinvented himself and he has outlasted some of his peers, the Austins, the Rocks, the Shawn Michaels, or him and Ray still hanging on in there. And he just seems like he's getting better and better, or he just finding new ways to have great matches and keep the crowd engaged because he's still very entertaining. A lot of folks mad that he won ROH title. I like the ROH title, him having the title, especially the leading storyline with him and Danny Garcia. I like that build up too, where they trying to build Danny Garcia up, and he'll be like the young dude, the young pup, or whatever you want to call him, the young Simba, like Lion King, and they're gonna put the RH belt on him, and he'll carry RH to the next level, whatever, and stuff like that. Jericho is a very good. I seem like he's a very good person to work with because he seems like he don't mind putting over guys and making younger guys better, and they make him reinvent his self and sharpen his tools up and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So Jericho just keep on getting better year by year by year. And I know he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I ain't even talking about just WWE. I'm just talking about first ballot wrestler overall because the stuff this man been doing over the years, from the scarf to the list to all that, he just keep on reinventing himself and just getting better and better and better and stuff like that. So, hey, Jericho, keep up the good work. We love you. We appreciate you, man. But yeah, hey, this your boy, Mr. I240 Wrestling. I'm out. Yay!